Alright YouTube, so right now I'm going to show you the performance of this controller, and one of the most important things I want to show you right now is the button remapping feature, which is really impressive. You can remap every single button from here. You don't have to go into a computer or anything, and this is amazing because you could play Call of Duty and play Battlefield or Killzone or whatever, and you can have the same exact button layout as you have in Call of Duty. So over there, only that is just a big advantage over other users that have to get used to the different button configurations on their 6-axis. So right now I'm going to show you this real quick so you can see how simple it is. So with this, I would shoot my grenades right now, which I don't have. With the middle mouse click, I knife. With this, I go in my scope vision. So I don't like playing like that. I want to change it. So I put frag button, select, then I choose the button remapping feature, the button remapping, because you could choose any one of these four. The stick swap, macro, button remapping, or rapid fire. So I'm going to go with button remapping, and now I'm going to show you. I already have my layout here how I want it to be. So I'm going to have my my scroll wheel click, which is that, to my accelerometer. I will have my button 1, which is to zoom in to my second mouse button, and I'll have my O button, or my circle button, to my X button, and my triangle, which is to change my weapon, to my mouse click. And then I just press frag and select again, and now we're all set. With the mouse, I zoom in. With this one, I would throw frags that I don't have. With this, I go prone. With this, I reload, and with this, I change my weapons. So you see, this configuration, this same one, I can use in any other first-person shooter game I want. So that is pretty cool. I love that. Now, like for all of you PC gamers that like to go prone while they're shooting, you have the option of knifing like that, going prone and everything with the 6-axis. If you change the knifing option for the prone, which they called like strategic or something like that, button layout, you would lose the ability to knife that fast. You would have to let go of your analog stick and press another button. So that is pretty nice. Now to the movement. I have it on between 4 and 3. Here is where I usually use it. And on the game settings, I use it on sensitivity 10, which is insane. I use it because when you go in scope view, it turns a lot slower, so it is hard to follow moving objects if you have the sensitivity so low, but that's just a personal preference. So you could choose the best setting for you. Now here, I'm going to show you the up and down movements. They are really smooth. They have no problems. Horizontal movements, they have no problems either. It is perfect. What I love about the Fragfx Shark is that it has no lag. Absolutely no lag. When I move my mouse, it immediately moves the screen. If there's a lag you guys can see there or anything, is maybe the frames per second of the camera or something. I don't know. I have no idea, but it is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I love that. And I'm even running low on battery. You see the indication there? So I hope it doesn't fail me right now. Now, what other people complain about a lot is diagonal movements. I'm going to show you right now that in the correct settings, the diagonal movements are not that bad. Just in a specific sweet spot. So right now I'm going to show you. You can go. I'm going to come here to the firing range. There you go. You can do movements diagonal to the right, diagonal to the right, to the bottom, to the left, up. So you can see the movement is not bad. Up and down, horizontal, left and right. So the only thing is that the horizontal movements are a little bit faster than the vertical movements. A little bit. You have to get used to that. It's not that bad once you get used to it. And the diagonal movements, the problem with them is in a certain sweet spot. I can do diagonal movements right now, you see? The problem is when I start trying to go a little bit more horizontally, there. I mean, if you go up and then start going a little bit more diagonal, more to the right, there comes a point where it starts going more horizontal than it does diagonal. But if you see, I'll cycle it through horizontal, then I'll start going a little bit more up, a little bit more up. There's a spot where it's a little bit difficult to be precise on. The movement is found, but it's not very precise. So that's the only problem. There is a sweet spot where it goes more horizontal than it goes up. So the diagonal movement has a little bit of problems, but you can see I can do the usual diagonal movements without any problem. Complete diagonal. See? So what is most amazing about the Shark is that it is precise, it's amazing, it's an improvement over the 6-axis. It is not a perfect remote, it's not a perfect controller. In no way it's a perfect controller. If I bought this, it's because I want a near PC experience or closer to PC experience, not because it's a perfect controller, because it is not. It has a lot of flaws, but it moves really good. You have more accuracy on your movements. I've only had it for 3 days, but I mean, this thing would have taken me a lot on the 6-axis to actually hit. And right now I'm really uncomfortable because I have like a book in the middle holding my camera, so my hands are all around. But if you can see, I can even try like to make them all like headshots, so you wouldn't have any problems doing that. The headshots. I mean, this would have taken me a whole longer time in the 6-axis. And the response. If you're running on the front, you're getting shot on the back, you just turn immediately. So that is what the PC gamers love about the first-person shooter games on PC, the mouse. And it is an amazing navigation. Now, when you are in scoped view, the sensitivity goes down so much that you have to get used to the change with it. So when you're scoped, you have to move your mouse a lot more so it can do the same movement it would do with this little movement of my wrist. So you don't get that difference in sensitivity on a PC. You do get it on the Fragfx, but that's the problem with the PC. They could have done something about it, but it's not a problem because the Fragfx is flawed in any way. Now, when you get to vehicles, when you go on a chopper, on a gunner, you cannot use the mouse because you'll have to scroll and scroll and scroll just to move a little bit with the gunner. The Valkyrie rockets are not that bad, but they're not controllable. So what you want to do, is there's another amazing feature here called stick swap. So basically what you do is you change this analog stick, which is trying to imitate, for this one. So you just put frag button, select, stick swap, and then frag and select again. And now you aim. See, I'm aiming with my frag chuck. So now it's a lot easier to control your gunner or whatever. You would be shooting from here and aiming from here. And when you're done, you just do this quickly, and now you are done again using the mouse. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. It is not that bad to play it. The first time I got it, I was mad. I was like, what did I buy? You know, it's $100. It's not performing as a $10 mouse would, because it's not. But it's better than playing with the 6-axis. If you are someone that can't find any friends that would invest on a PC, so you find yourself usually playing alone with people you don't know, and you want to buy a console but you don't like the 6-axis, you could get this controller and you'll be 80% satisfied, maybe 70% when you just got it. But after you played with it a little bit and you got used to it, I'm telling you, I've never touched the 6-axis control again for any other thing that is another game that's not first-person shooter. Every first-person shooter, I use this one. So I'm going to give you an example also a little bit in Battlefield, then I'll show you a little bit of gameplay, real gameplay online, and a little bit of Killzone, which I didn't like at all. So stay tuned.